Okay, we are on upper and lower bounds theorem. This theorem tells us the lowest root and the highest root. That's the largest root or the smallest root that a polynomial will have. So it will guide us to factor. If you are given a polynomial, we're asked to factor or find the root. It can give us the hints. So it's a very important theorem. So it says that if fs be a polynomial with real coefficients, so the coefficient must be real numbers. If we divide f of x by x minus b, that's a linear polynomial. If you divide it by a linear or polynomial of degree 1, and that b must be a positive number, that this is a positive number, using synthetic division. And if the row that contains the quotient and the remainder has no negative entry, so they are all positive, then b is an upper bound, meaning the highest root that the polynomial will have. So that's the meaning. So in the same way, if we divide that same polynomial by x minus a, such that a is less than 0, so a is a negative number, using synthetic division, and if the row that contains the quotient and the remainder has entries that are alternating non-positive and non-negative, that is alternating positive and negative, then a is a lower bound for the polynomial function. So meaning that's the lowest root that it can have. So look at this question now. Someone can ask you, show that all the roots, real roots of this, lie between -1 and 2. So we should show that the roots will not be smaller than -1 or larger. So we want to know if -1 is the lower bound and 2 is the upper bound. So let's use our synthetic division. So remember how to use synthetic division. We'll write the coefficients, some text. What are the coefficients of the polynomial? 1, -2, 4, -3, -3. So the roots, we are testing -1 or the 0. So let's use our synthetic division. So if we bring down 1, so 1 times 1 is what? -1. If you add, we have -3. We still do it. -1 times -3 is 3. If we add, we have 7. -1 times 7 -7. If we add, we have -10. -1 times -10 is 10. If we add, we have -7. So what do you notice? The entries here, check, they are alternating positive, negative. So they are always changing. This +7, sorry. So they are changing sign. So this is therefore -1 is the lower bound. So it will never exceed -1. The root will never exceed -1. So let's test for the other one, which is 2. So we still write 1 -2, 4 -3 -3. So using our synthetic division back, so we bring out 1. 1 times 2 is 2. If you add 0, 2 times 0, 0. If you add 4, 2 times 4, 8. If you add 5, 2 times 5, 10. If you add 7, what do you notice? All the entries are positive. Yes, because they said for it to be an upper bound, do you see, there is no negative entry. So therefore 2 is the upper bound. So we've proved that. So that's the work of upper and lower bound. So it will help us to factor a polynomial. Yes, because if you now get something like that, you cannot choose any root that is smaller than -1. Or if you get, like, after testing this and you get all entry positive, you can't take any other root greater than 2. So all these things will help us while factoring a polynomial. Thank you.